What I've got here is where somebody else had started building a sawmill. You can see it would have been a much bigger sawmill from the width of this track than what mine is. And this person gave it to my father-in-law. And yeah, it never got finished, but it's still getting used for a sawmill. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart and I'll show you what my plan is. Don't skip forward yet. You're about to meet my son. He's just barely over 2 years old and is one of the cutest, smartest kids you'll ever meet. Well, at this point, you can probably tell where I'm going with this. I've put some 3/4 inch pressure treated plywood pieces in here, and this side it got it real close. The other side has got a pretty good step in it. So right now I'm going to go ahead and take that head unit off and stretch a line to get my track true. While the head unit is off, I'm going to go ahead and notch the sawmill stand so these log stops can slide up and down. I like using this electric chainsaw on projects like this because it's just, I don't have to start it up all the time and lightweight and easy to use. I took the stops off of the original track that kept the head unit from rolling off the end and went and drilled holes in this angle iron and moved it to the new end. I stretched a string end to end on my track for a guide to get my track straight, and I used pressure treated lumber for spacers. Then I cut pieces of sheet metal for spacers to get it perfect. And finally, when I got it straight, I bolted it into place with lag bolts. Well, it's time to put the sawmill head unit back on the track and test it. Turns out there was more resistance on this new section of track than there was in the other section, but sanding it helped some. I'm using the sawmill for the first time since having it mounted on my new stand. I'm sawing a hickory log for some log bunks. Figured if they get all chewed up over the years, I can just saw some more and replace them. I'm liking the working height of my new sawmill stand, but when I had it on the ground I could hold a log with my legs while I clamped it, so there's a few things not quite as handy with having it this high. I cut some pieces of angle iron and drilled some holes in it and used them to fasten down my log bunks. Made them nice and solid. I sanded off the tops of the bunks for good measure. Well, you guys think this will work? Because I'm going to call it done. I just went and directly fastened it down to the rail. And these log bunks are actually not putting any weight onto the track. They're just setting onto the rail there, whatever you call that. Another thing I did is I went and swapped out this log bunk for that one right there with the log stop slot. It had 3 in a row here. And so I just went and swapped those out, so I got log stop further closer to the end. And the log clamp was there at that slot, so I moved it here. I think that will be enough. If I need to, I'll just buy another one from Woodland Mills and put it down here somewhere. And the head unit does roll just a touch. You can tell that this is not a machined surface here like they have it here. They have it machined flat, and it rolls a lot smoother on there. You can feel the vibration. There's kind of some friction. It rolls just a touch harder on this section of track, but it's not enough to make me want to spend $800. Thanks for watching.